Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and this time we're making a easy box card. We've all made these before. I made them years and years ago, and there was so many folds and creases and crisscrossing, and it was a nightmare to make, but lovely when you finished. So this is a much quicker, easier way to do it. It has a belly band. This one's made out of really old stash, but when you open it up, you have a lovely box inside. Now it's not properly stuck. I threw this together while I was sort of working out my measurements, so it's not going to be used. It's just there for me to look back on. So I've made a wee insert card that you can pop in with a bar of chocolate or a voucher or whatever you're doing, and it gives you that wee bit of room. Like, you have that wee bit of depth. This particular card it's actually DSP, but it's so thick. Honestly, it's nearly too thick for this because you can see the creases and all in it. So just go with DSP. There's no need to use card, no need to layer up and add fancy bits here and there. This will be quick and easy, but look very impressive, and still be able to stand up as a card if you wanted to. So we're going to go with a coffee sort of one this time. I've used the, where are you? Oh, good start. Hold on a sec. Why is it when you drop something, it goes to the far ends of the earth in the crafting? This is what I'm using. Was what I was trying to say to you. The Latte Love bundle, which is it's only available online. It's not in the catalogue. So that's what we're using today. We're using Early Espresso and Lost Lagoon, because it goes with those papers, which are called, oh, look at the mesh. You can see I'm going to have lots of scraps left in this one. It's called a Little Latte, so it all goes in one bunch. It was like in a suite, so you can order the whole lot, including the ribbon and whatever else. But this card will work with anything at all. So whatever stash you have, use it up. So I went ahead and made the wee inside card, and it measures only 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I've made a wee pocket this time so that you can pop in a gift card. And it just says this one's on me and a few coffee greens, and this was cut out of the papers. So it'll sit nicely. It'll be sitting in this part here, so it'll lift it a wee bit. This is my front piece for decorating the front of it. And as you can see, this is the other side of the paper that we're using. And then I've made the belly band, which I haven't completely closed up yet because I want to see how it's going to work with the ribbon on it. So I'll have all these measurements down below anyway if you want to have a go at it. But to start you off, you're going to need a piece of nice double-sided DSP that measures 11 inches by 8 1/2. And we're going to do a bit of scoring. Let's say the scoring isn't too bad at all, and the folding certainly isn't either. So we're going to score on the longest side first. And we're going to go at 2 inches, 3 3/4 inches, 5 1/2, 7 1/4. Oh, don't do the 5 1/2, I'm a twit. No, maybe do it. God, that's a good start. I really shouldn't do this in the morning. 9 inches is your other one. Spin that around. I probably didn't want to do that at all, but we've done it now. So your 8 1/2 side, go at 1 3/4 and 6 3/4. Now I want you to flip that over, go back to your 5 1/2 inch line and give it, if you've scored it, if not, just ignore this. Score down gently to take that crease back out, because I didn't want it. I just wanted to mark it, excuse me, at the 5 1/2. Spin it round and mark at 5 1/2. I just forgot myself. Very bold. Don't score the 5 1/2. So you're scoring at 2 inches and then 3 3/4. You're marking it at 5 1/2, and then you're scoring it at 7 1/4 and 9 inches. So that you keep your right. Mark it on both sides at 5 1/2. So you want to get your ruler now when you have your markings here, and we're going over. I'm going to fold that just so that I can see it better. So you're going to this point, this crease, up to here, and you need to score that. It's so hard to see. I'm going to actually put a wee pencil mark on it to help myself more than anybody. And the same with this side. That's it there. So from point to point on both sides. So just do the same here and here. So just use a small pointer, a ball point, whatever you have, or use your score tool out of your, something that's going to give you a wee dent, and just mark it from point to point. On both sides. And then you can rub those wee lines back out again. So I'll just rub them out. So we're going to do our creases. I'm just folding them because this is only DSP, so you don't want to give it too much of it. And remember not to fold that one that we took back out again. Oh, let's hope you didn't do it. One goes forward, right, when you're doing these long bits, and the other goes out. And try and make sure that it's all folding up nicely. It might need a nice wee score in there with your bone folder. So again, fold one in and the other one out. And these two should meet together, like so. I think I'm folding the wrong way, aren't I? Keep going. You can always switch it back. So this one needs folded up here, and just gently. And then you want to fold these ones. I probably am folding these the wrong way, but for the time being I'm going to go with it because the folds are going nicely. And you'll want that one to fold in like so. So you decide which inner and outer you want at this stage. But it's good to fold those both ways. It gives them more room to maneuver, and that's the sort of shape you want. So I'm just folding them down like I did the other one. And then we're going to pop that over and fold them back. Now we need to do a bit of cutting. So go to your long side, 11 inch at this side, and get your scissors, and we're going to cut right up past two of those from here right up to here. And we'll try and go straight. We'll make a nice change. So when you do that, cut this one off. So you have a wing on either side of your fold, and you want to do that on all four sides. So just straight up, like I said. And then cut these ones off. Ugh, shaky hands. And you can keep those because you could punch or whatever out of them for embellishments. I'm sort of saving tiny things at the minute and going straight and making embellishments out of them, like butterflies or whatever, for my wee tiny mini books, which you'll see, well, you might have seen one already if you're over on my shop on Facebook, my shop page. So this is the way we're going. This was going to go up like so. These are going to be glued to here, and the same on the other side, but we want to trim the bottom one a wee bit, just so that it sits neater when you're sticking it. So just trim those in slightly. So now you'll see that this will fold here. We're going to stick those, but the easiest way to do it without giving you too much hassle is fold it in. That will fold like so. You'll fold that over and that will stick to this. And you want to just make sure that it's not, I'm going to actually just take a slight bit off my front end, not as much as I took off the bottom of those wings, and it'll help just to keep them neat for you if you haven't folded everything to a T. So do the same on the other ones, just a slight wee pace. So now fold them up. If you want, give this a wee press now, and make sure that this is the part that you want shown out. So we're going to put glue on these now, and I'm using a good strong glue. If you want to decorate anywhere else, if you fancy making it more decorative inside, outside, whatever, you're stamping on it, do it now, don't wait. Do both sides at the one time, and then you can close the box completely. And again, at this stage, make sure nothing that seems to be coming slightly over the edge of my box, and I don't want that, so make sure you draw that back so that it's sitting nice before you put your glue on. You can see how easy it is without all that tucking. If you look back in any, I made one myself years ago for Father's Day, and I didn't even do a video of it because it was so complicated. It was driving me insane. So get those folded down. Anything seems out of sorts, now's the time to fix it. Open that up and make sure that you're happy with all those joins, that they've went where you want them to go, and if not, give it a shift. Add a bit more glue if you need it at the ends. And you can see that's your wee box made. I can now pop in my wee card and gift holder, and I put this loop on it just to make it easier for the person to be able to lift it. That is very thick ribbon, which mightn't have been the best idea, but as you can see, it just closes down. You're left with that lovely glue, and then I actually wanted this side showing up, and I've stuck my ribbon to the wrong side, so I might just go ahead. Let me see where my circle is. That might brighten it all up. It would have been nicer with the glue on the other side. Oh, it's not going to come off nicely from. So I just have to scrap that because I really don't like it. For your belly band, you're going to need a piece that measures about 9.5 inches by 2 inches, I say, but you can go narrower if you haven't enough left. And since I have this piece here, which will work out all right, excuse me, and I'll stick my ribbon to it. I think I'll stick my ribbon to it. Will I stick a ribbon to it? I'm not sure. You know, I might just cut ribbon that sticks out either side. That's what I'm going to do. So, let's see, where's my lid? This is a bit longer than what I need, so I'm going to cut it down to about 9.5. Oh, you would believe the mess I'm in here. No matter how many tables I bring into this room, I still haven't got enough room. So we're going to go right this time. So I want these joins to come to the front here so that they're hidden behind the circle. So go to your back and kind of, you could line it up, you know, with the half decent papers there. It's nearly lined up. Not bad. So you don't want to stick it or anything, just set it, position it where you think is good, and then fold your bits around the top. And again, not tight. Don't go tight or you'll not be able to slide it off. Or the recipient won't be able to slide it off, I should say. So just give it a wee bit of leeway at either side if you can. And then we're just going to stick it. Should be enough. Just try and get your bits lined up, and you can trim them off if they're not working great for you. And then double check that you can slide it. That seems to be okay. So your piece is going to sit on top to decorate, and I wanted to add that ribbon. Where'd you go? So I'm going to maybe cut it about there. In this ribbon, if you cut up, it's joined with tiny wee bits of thread. You can take your time and slice up them just gently with your scissors, and it'll give you that frayed look at the end, which is nice. It's more like braiding this, it's not really like ribbon, you know. Do the same at the side. So when that sticks out of either side of that, this will be stuck on top. It nearly could do with 2 pieces, couldn't it? Yeah, I think I'll go with 2 pieces. So I'll pause you and do that because you'll be bored stiff. So I've added a bit of sticky ruler tape there just to hold it until I'm ready. And I'll put one in. And just give it a good, where'd you go? Put that one in there. And then these are going to sit on top. And I'm going to use this sticky roller tape, and as you can see it is well stuck to my scissors, which I just keep for this. So you know you've only got so much area to put your tape in, so you're safer sticking it to your belly band so that you don't over compensate. Another wee bit of tape glue there. Shape area. And there. Once this is on, it should hold it secure enough. Oh. If you think your sticky tape is not going to hold it, oops, a good thing to use is Yoo-Hoo glue. Yoo-Hoo glue will hold more or less anything for you and keep everything where it should be. So a wee dab of it helps. Stinky smell, but it works. Just need to hold it now till it behaves itself. And you can crease down your wee bits. But is that not easier? I think it's easier anyway. It's the last time I made it, as I said, it was quite a few instructions and it was driving me nuts. So now you want to make sure that's in your middle, where you want it to be. And then we're going to position this on top and bottom. And I just used the wee coffee cup die stamped a few splodges, stamped the sentiment, and there's a wee day for this, and then I cut this out of the papers. So I think that's pretty nice for a man's card, isn't it? But it is a good wee way. Sorry I made that mistake. Don't score at the 5.5. Just mark it at the 5.5 so that you can make your insides. So hope you enjoyed that. Maybe you'll give it a wee go. And it's great for thanking people or giving people birthday vouchers or, you know, gift card ideas. So catch us all again next month. Bye.